so where was I? Oh yeah, after getting the hairdryer, it's back to what we were talking about. So yeah, I mean, if I was to say some things that I've really enjoyed about looking after my sister, is that we've actually really got a lot closer together, which has been lovely. And I found out things about her. She's been incredibly honest through it all. She's never like complained in the sense that she's not like moaning or groaning about what she's been through, and like she's been through a lot, so I mean that's incredible. And yeah, also she's a great person to be around. She's very like motivating. I used to call her my estimator because like she was just incredibly always like encouraging others, and it's amazing how many people she's encouraged through her illness as well, you know, just being such a good example of like how to cope with pain and suffering and difficulties and things like that. Anyway, so yeah, I mean, it's been enjoyable. She's done a lot of creative things. She has never like, even though she's been down at times, she's always found things to do, like with her sewing and like creative side of things. So that's been really lovely to see that she hasn't ever given up. You know, she's always persevering and keeps going, and you know, she wants to do as much as she can. And the thing I love about her is that she's always had the attitude of she's going to get better from this. And so, you know, as soon as she felt a little bit better, it wasn't like, oh, this is a possibility or anything. It was more like, yeah, okay, I feel like I'm getting better. And that was really exciting to see, that she had that real positive attitude about her health and things. So yeah, now as you can imagine, it's not all fun and games. There have been some difficult times, and I'm just going to share with you a couple of things that probably as a carer of somebody with ME you may have come across, just to kind of say to all the carers and things that it's okay, we all go through this. And it can be a little bit frustrating, like for example, when she says something that she wants you to do, and you start doing it and she gets frustrated because it's like you're not doing it properly, but she might not explain like how she wants it done, but because she knows that she could do it in like 5 seconds and I'm like taking forever or something because I've never done it before, she'll kind of get a bit frustrated. And that can get you kind of annoyed or like feel a bit upset that you've done it wrong or something. But then she'll always say like, oh, sorry, she just gets kind of frustrated that she can't do it. And that can be difficult because, you know, you want to do the best thing, but sometimes it's really not helpful. And like you almost feel like you're making more work for her. But I think that's kind of a natural thing, really. So yeah, just keep persevering, and I was going to say, like, make sure that you clarify what she wants doing, because the person you're looking after, so that you don't like make stupid mistakes, and like just be really patient, because it is difficult and sometimes you're not really sure like what is required of you. But anyway, yeah, it's good to understand your client, or what you want to call them, the person with ME, like the routine that they have, and again, like I was saying before, like don't ever just try and just get on with things and do things your own way. Try and really involve them. Make sure that you know exactly what they want. And so, for example, like cleaning the bathroom, I used to just do like a sort of surface clean, and Esther was kind of telling me about like how you need to get right into like all the grime and stuff and like clean the floor and everything. But it was helpful because it was good for her, because she was able to give me advice, and it was good for me because I learned how to clean the bathroom properly, so that would be good for my marriage training. But anyway, so yeah, another thing that I found sort of quite challenging, I suppose, is the thing that sometimes Esther will expect you to do something because she thinks she's told you already what it was that she wanted you to do, but she hasn't. And like, I know that her husband will agree with this. So yeah, it's the thing that like she kind of thinks it in her head, and so then she convinces herself and believes that she's already said it, and so it kind of gets frustrated, like, oh, why didn't you do that or something, you know, like, why didn't you empty the bin like I told you to, and be like, you didn't tell me to. And sometimes it could be that I've actually forgotten because my memory is not the best, but a lot of the times it's actually like she just thought that she'd told me and she hadn't. So I'm going to give some tips in a minute about like how best to cope with that kind of thing. Not that I'm like a wise guru or anything, it's just like from my experience that I've had in the last 6-7 years.